Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So if you've been wondering how much this lawsuit is worth, Eddie Hearn, he believes that this lawsuit is worth $50 to $100 million. Now, surprisingly, Eddie Hearn is supporting the lawsuit. This is something I never expected from Eddie, because not too long ago, and I'm talking about very recent, Eddie Hearn was defending Ryan Garcia for testing positive for PEDs when he fought Devin Haney. He did an interview with Andre Ward where he was pretty much using all of Ryan Garcia's talking points, saying things like, I think the PEDs that Ryan took was really just to lose weight. It didn't help him in the fight. And if he wanted to cheat, why would he take the drug a day before the fight or the day of the fight? And then he said it was just a lack of preparation from Devin Haney. Like I said, word for word, all of Ryan Garcia's talking points. But I believe since then, since he said this stuff, he must have got a lot of backlash, because now he's pretty much doing a 180. And now he's actually telling the truth about Ryan Garcia taking PEDs. Something else he said that really caught my attention is he said his lawyer is also suing Golden Boy and Ryan Garcia. Check out this clip.
Not much of a chance. An interesting case. You know, I mean, talking to my lawyer on the way up here, he's suing Ryan Garcia and including Golden Boy in that suit as well. So, you know, sometimes when someone tests positive after a fight, it's quite different, obviously, to testing positive before and not making it to the fight. But when you're in the fight and you've cheated and you have performance-enhancing drugs in your system and it's made you physically win the fight, and you may have physically damaged the opponent, mentally damaged the opponent, stopped the opponent from earning money because he lost the fight, it's always been something people have talked about, but it's never been something that people have actually taken to court. So it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out.
Definitely so.
Can it be good to deter people further from taking drugs? Do you know what I'm saying? Because at the moment, you know, the penalty for taking PEDs is actually, you know, Ryan Garcia got a year. Now, if Ryan Garcia gets sued for $50 or $100 million, that'll definitely make people think.
Now, I almost wonder if Eddie Hearn misspoke when he said that his lawyer is suing Golden Boy and Ryan Garcia as well. Now, I'm hearing that Devin Haney, he has the same lawyer that Eddie Hearn has, which could possibly mean Eddie Hearn meant to say that his own lawyer is representing Devin Haney, but I'm not really sure yet. Now, there's already bad news for Ryan Garcia that he's getting sued, but it's really bad news when Eddie Hearn says this is a $50 to $100 million lawsuit, which means Eddie Hearn, he pretty much corroborated what I said in my last video, because I told you guys this is a $40 to $50 million lawsuit. But I want to talk more about what Eddie Hearn said in that clip I played for you guys. He made a lot of good points. He said a lot of the things that you guys always hear me say when it comes to this whole situation. He said when you're on PEDs, you have PEDs in your system and you cheat, and it made you physically win the fight, and it may have caused you to mentally and physically damage the opponent, stop them from making money because you lost the fight, or at least that's how it's perceived. If you sue someone who did something like that, it may deter other cheaters in the future. Guys, this lawsuit is historic. I mean, not only could this lawsuit possibly expose the boxing industry, but it might completely exterminate the problem of cheating in the sport of boxing and even in the UFC. And if not rid the infestation completely, I can tell you for sure it's going to definitely cut it down to maybe 50% or even 80%, especially when it comes to the big fights. Now I want to talk about this ridiculous claim by Ryan Garcia that he's going to file a countersuit because Bill Haney said that his son was going to kill him in the ring. And of course, because of this social media world that we live in today, Ryan Garcia fans and of course some black people that just love tearing down other black fighters are going to run with this narrative. But whatever your agenda is, you guys don't seem to understand how the law works. If Ryan Garcia's lawyers try to repeat anything that comes out of Ryan Garcia's mouth, the judge is going to look at him like he's stupid. Matter of fact, forget the judge. Ryan Garcia's own lawyers are going to look at him like he's stupid if Ryan Garcia was even serious about this lawsuit, which I don't believe he's serious. Or maybe I'm giving Ryan Garcia a little bit more credit for being smarter than he really is. But I have a feeling we're not going to see an official filing of a lawsuit report like we've seen from Devin Haney and his representatives. But let's just say, for argument's sake, let's say Ryan, he is going to really file this report. He really is going to sue or try to countersue Devin Haney. Now, first of all, it wasn't Devin Haney who said he was going to kill Ryan Garcia. It was Bill Haney. And realistically, guys, it wouldn't matter if it was Devin who said it or not. But I just needed to state the facts. So once again, it wasn't Devin Haney who said he was going to kill Ryan Garcia. Do you know which fighter did say that? Ryan Garcia said it. He said he was going to kill Devin Haney. And coincidentally, it was Ryan Garcia who got caught cheating taking steroids. Yeah, that's going to look real good for Ryan Garcia's case. Now, just for fun, once again, let's say Ryan Garcia, he really is going to sue Devin Haney because not Devin Haney, but his father said that his son was going to kill him in the ring. So what is Ryan Garcia going to tell the judge? Yeah, he said he was going to kill me, or not even him. His father said that his son was going to kill me. And then when we got in the ring, I knew when he was throwing the right hand and when he was throwing his jab, I had already knew he had intentions of killing me because he already said it. And that's what I'm suing for, Your Honor. The judge gonna take a recess just so he could laugh for 15 minutes. Everybody in that courtroom is gonna be laughing. And on top of that, if you try to sue Devin Haney because he said he's gonna kill you, then that comes off as you having a motive for cheating. So you decided you're gonna cheat because he said he was gonna kill you, or because his father said it? So this is why you decided to cheat? Because that's exactly what it's going to sound like if you were to bring that to a judge. He's going to say, okay, so this is the reason why you cheated. Now, Ryan might have a case if Devin Haney said he was going to kill him and it turned out Devin Haney was cheating, like using steroids leading up to the fight, using PEDs like Ryan did. Now, there's other ways saying I'm going to kill you in the ring would be an actual case. If you got in the ring, or let's say Devin Haney got in the ring and he removed padding from his gloves, or he found a way to sneak a little gun in his gloves and actually fired the gun during the fight, then Ryan Garcia, he would have an actual case. I mean, telling the judge, I could see it in his eyes. When he was throwing those right hands, man, he wanted to kill me. He had bad intentions with those right hands. That's not a case. What that's called is a good-ass joke in the courtroom. Another example of having a good case for Ryan Garcia is if Devin Haney actually put a hit on Ryan Garcia. Like he got caught on one of those recordings where he was planning it all out. Yeah, then he would have a case. Now, for those of you guys who don't know, I did a video on it, but around the time that Ryan Garcia tested positive for PEDs, he actually fired his lawyers. And it was most likely because he was telling them stupid stuff like this, and they were trying to tell Ryan Garcia in a nice way, Ryan, you don't understand how the law works. You can't sue for this. You can't countersuit for that. And you can't go on the internet just accusing all these supplement companies of contamination, because you're going to end up getting sued by them as well. And because Ryan most likely didn't want to hear this, he ended up firing them. Now, Ryan, he recently came out saying every expert knows I didn't take the PEDs knowingly. What a problem with that claim is he's going to have to explain why he was caught on camera taking an illegal IV that was prohibited from VADA rules. He's also going to have to explain why he lied on all these supplement companies, saying that was the source of his contamination. He blamed this Scooter guy. That guy's going to most likely be subpoenaed and he's going to do a deposition. And a whole lot of stuff is going to come out once again when all of these guys are deposed. Just think about this for a second. If it wasn't for this lawsuit, Ryan, he would have went on making as much money as he's already been making, and even more in the future, while Devin Haney is taking a massive pay cut because of what Ryan Garcia did to him. How does it make sense that the cheater actually ends up making more money than the victim? That's not a punishment. It should be the cheater that's having a hard time making money now, not the victim. At the end of the day, Ryan Garcia is responsible for what he puts in his system. Now, with a historic lawsuit like this is the reason why Devin Haney, he should have a really good lawyer. He should have got one of those high-profile lawyers, because this is a really big case. You got to have one of those lawyers that wants to win this case more than Devin Haney does. From what I understand, Devin Haney, he has some boxing lawyer. And the problem with that is a lot of these boxing lawyers, they have an old media mentality, which I know firsthand because I've had conversations with some of these black fighters' lawyers. And some of them talk like they weren't even personal fans of the black fighter that they were representing. And of course, these were white lawyers. I mean, just imagine Ellie Seckbach or Chris Mannix, Mike Coppinger being Devin Haney's lawyer for this case. Hopefully Devin Haney is smart enough to have a lawyer that has his best interests and once again passionately wants to win this case. Now I'll close out talking about these charges of what Devin Haney is actually suing Ryan Garcia for. Based off of some of the comments, a lot of you fans are not familiar with how the law works and how these charges work, or even what these charges really are. So Devin Haney, he's suing Ryan Garcia for battery, fraud, and unjust enrichment. So when it comes to battery is a criminal offense involving an unlawful physical contact. You see, lawful physical contact would be when two fighters are fighting and neither one of them are cheating. Neither one of them are on steroids. But when once again one of the fighters decide to cheat to get an edge, like being on PEDs, then it becomes unlawful physical contact. Okay, so let's talk about unjust enrichment, and I'm gonna sum this up really quick. Unjust enrichment is a really big part of this lawsuit, because what that basically means is all of that money that Ryan Garcia got for this fight, well, because he cheated to get the money, he was unjustly enriched. But this is also going to apply to Golden Boy, because Golden Boy, according to Devin Haney, did not give him all of his money from the pay-per-view buys. So he wants restitution from that. Now, what should have also been included in this lawsuit is defamation, slander. I'm really surprised Devin Haney didn't include that in the lawsuit, because Ryan Garcia constantly saying that the Haneys set him up, Vada set him up. That easily qualifies as slander. With that all being said, I got to wrap this video up right now. But I'm going to say this. If Ryan Garcia truly believes everything that he's saying on Twitter, let's see if he's willing to take this lawsuit all the way to trial and not settle out like he did when he faced the commission. Instead of fighting the ruling and saying to them all the stuff he had been saying on Twitter, he pled guilty and paid them. Let's see what he's going to do when it comes to this lawsuit. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.
Let me tell you guys about Issa Israel Law Firm. It is a full-service legal practice based in Denver, Colorado, an emerging hub for combat sports and high-altitude training. If you're a fighter inside or outside of the ring and you need a law firm you can trust to fight for you, visit thefighterfirm.com or email help@iilawfirm.com. Legal representation is usually limited to plaintiffs or defendants in Colorado, but iFirm can help anyone in the world with trademarking their business name, logos, and U.S. immigration issues. This brother has been my attorney for a while and helped guide me through all kinds of business and civil issues, so make sure you guys go to thefighterfirm.com.
All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes,
Fever blisters, diabetic ulcers.
this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called LO Key Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to LODkey.com.
Like them on Facebook and follow them on Instagram.